Continuing with the gist of Yojana November 2022, which is an innovative series of Law Excellence IAS Academy, we'll see Chapter 5, which is Blue Economy. According to World Bank, the blue economy is defined as the sustainable development of ocean resources for economic growth, improved livelihoods and jobs while preserving the health of the ocean ecosystem. If you see in the picture, they have given blue economy is sustainable use of ocean resources for economic growth, improved livelihoods and jobs. It encompasses many activities like renewable energy, fisheries, maritime transport, waste management, climate change and tourism. The Commonwealth of Nations defines the concept of blue economy as emerging, which encourages better stewardship of our ocean or blue resources. Ocean economy focuses on the use of ocean resources and is aimed at empowering the economic system of the ocean. The blue economy goes beyond viewing the ocean economy solely as a mechanism of economic growth. Population explosion has led to immense pressure on land resources. The population growth and resultant consumption of natural resources have exceeded the regenerative capacities of natural systems. The ocean is one of the Earth's most valuable natural resources. Mankind exploits the ocean to meet its energy, food, recreational, military and other needs. Oceans are used for transportation, both travel and shipping. Today, around 80% of the world's trade is seaborne. As the volume of global trade increases, predictions are that the global commercial vessel traffic is expected to double or triple in the next 20 years. The Indian Ocean is the third largest ocean, covering an area of more than 70 million square kilometers. That includes extensive exclusive economic zones, that is EEZ, of different countries and large ICs. The economic and sustainable development issues in the Indian Ocean Rim are challenging since a majority of littorals are developing countries. These countries are home to 1/3 of the world's population that rely extensively on marine resources for livelihood and food security. The sheer size of this population subjects the Indian Ocean's resources to pressures from pollution, habitat degradation and overexploitation. As the population of the region is projected to increase significantly in the coming decades, its impact on food security and the economy from marine resources would become more substantial. Maritime governance and blue economy. With its geographic and geostrategic position in and critical dependence on the Indian Ocean, India has been leading the blue economy discourse at the highest level of the government, with a greater focus on the Indian region. The essence of this approach was spelled out by the government for seeking Sagar security and growth for all in the region. The Indian Ocean is vital to the economies, security and livelihoods of its littoral states. India is focusing on overall maritime governance, including economies based on the marine resources assured. India is focusing also on advancing the blue economy through sustainable management and utilization of the ocean's resources, food security and livelihoods for achieving the sustainable development goals. The current governance framework of marine resource management in the Indian Ocean explores the challenges in blue economy development to ensure sustainable development in the region. Maritime security is essential to ensure a holistic approach towards the governance, use and maintenance of oceans. Significance of the blue economy. Blue economy would contribute to the food security, poverty alleviation, mitigation of and resilience to the impacts of climate change, enhanced trade and investment, enhanced maritime connectivity, enhanced diversification, job creation and socio-economic growth. From the business perspective, blue economy requires innovative and dynamic business models, forming business connections between India and other countries. Overview of India's blue economy. The blue economy of India includes the complete ocean resources system as well as human-made economic infrastructure in the country's legal jurisdiction, marine, maritime and onshore coastal zones. It plays an important role in the country's economic growth because of its enormous maritime interests. It accounts roughly for 4% of the GDP. The sector has recorded exports worth $7.2 billion between April 2021 and February 2022. Fisheries and minerals are the two most viable components of the blue economy in India. The two mineral deposits of commercial significance to developers in the Indian Ocean are polymetallic nodules and polymetallic huge sulfides. India comprises 200 ports, of which 12 are major ports that handled 541.76 million tons in financial year 2021, the highest being the Marmagaon port, which is located in Goa, which handled 62.6% of the total traffic. Shipbuilding and shipping are also important aspects of the blue economy in India. The modal share of coastal shipping has the potential to increase to 33% by 2035, up from roughly 6% presently. Most of the country's oil and gas are supplied by sea, leading to making the Indian Ocean region critical to India's economic growth. India has significant diplomatic interests in the Indo-Pacific region as well as international commitments in the region under the UNCLOS, such as search and rescue, seabed mining and anti-piracy. Let us have a look at Blue Revolution. The Blue Revolution scheme to bring 42,632 acres of land under aquaculture in both freshwater and saline water areas. India ranked second in world for aquaculture production, exported fish and fisheries products valued at rupees 46,589.37 crores in 2018 and 19. Rupees 20,500 crore Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, Fisheries and Aquaculture Infrastructure Fund, extension of Kisan Credit Card Scheme to the fisheries sector, massive technological support through ISRO's Navik systems and fishing area exploration have helped boost India's fish production. Rupees 1 lakh crore of fisheries export target for 2024-25 set by the Modi government. 3,477 Sagar Mitras and 500 fish farmer producer organizations conceptualized and approved involving youth in the fisheries extension. The Blue Revolution, also known as Neel or Neeli Kranti Mission, in India was launched in 1985 and 1990 during the 7th five-year plan. The main objective is to develop, manage and promote fisheries to double the farmers' income. Maritime Security Strategy. India's maritime security strategy focuses on all aspects of the challenges, including the Indian Ocean economy, that are affecting the health and future of the oceans and the countries. It combines the traditional and non-traditional security paradigms of maritime security, such as environmental degradation, ocean trade security, drug trafficking and piracy, among other traditional challenges. With nations committed to fulfilling the Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs towards the blue economy, the role of oceans in this is significant. Maritime security is an enabler of blue economy. The non-traditional security threats have effects on the military and also on the strategy, policy and operations. Unregulated and illegal fishing is another aspect that endangers the ocean ecology. Checks and balances have been established to address illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing. Still, the current international law regime still lacks rigid barriers and strict mechanisms to address the problem. Indian Coast Guard as a blue economy enabler. Coast Guard is one of the major maritime law enforcement agencies in the Indian Ocean region. It plays a bigger role in averting major pollution incidents, anti-poaching, search and rescue. Its importance as an essential actor in non-traditional security is well established. The duties of ICG as enshrined are in consonance with the blue economy vision of the government. With evolving challenges in the maritime security and the increased focus on India on the blue economy, the role of ICG becomes very crucial. India is situated in a strategic position between two important choke points, namely the Strait of Hormuz and the Strait of Malacca, through which most of the trade and the commercial shipping moves in the Indian Ocean. Piracy and other transnational crimes are rampant and ongoing almost daily. Such crimes support militant activism and homemade insurgencies. The Indian Coast Guard has been carrying out the duties such as oil spill response, helping the mariners in distress at sea, warning vessels during the bad weather, offering assistance during scientific experiments, and augmenting the national defense resources. These duties, coupled with other challenges, would be the focus area of various enablers of the blue economy. Considering the future of the exploitation of ocean resources in the Indian Ocean region, the Indian Coast Guard will have a major role to play. To conclude, in pursuit of the SDGs of blue economy, revolutions in maritime transportation and information systems, growth of ports and shipping, mineral research and exploitation, emerging threats to the marine environment and changing national security concerns will shape the course of the nation. Mindful of these responsibilities, the Indian Coast Guard has charted its course and embarked on an ambitious plan to renew the assets and increase the capabilities. By matching its high-performing people with modern equipment and technologies,